For solving any trigonometry oriented aptitudes, you have to know this basics like sine, cos, tan. There are trigonometry is a wide topic. If you go depth, lots of formulas we have to remember, but here I'm going to give a special importance for only the aptitude oriented topics. Okay, so sine, cos and tan. So 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. This can also be exhibited in a form of pi and 180. Let me add 180 degree also. 180 degree is pi. We call 180 degree as pi. Pi by 2 will be 90 degree. Pi by 3 will be 60 degree. Pi by 4 will be 45 degree and pi by 6 will be 30 degree, and this is 0. Always remember, sine 0 is always a 0. Cos 0 is 1. Tan is nothing but sine divided by cos. So sine value divided by cos value will give you tan. So 0 divided by anything will give you 0. And cos 30 degree is 1 by 2, which is equal to sine, yes, I'm just made a mistake. Yes, sine 30 degree is 1 by 2, that is equal to cos 60 degree. And sine 60 degree is nothing but root 3 by 2, that is equal to cos 60 degree. So you can know this chain if you feel difficulty in remembering the formula. And sine 45 degree and cos 45 degree both have the same value of 1 by root 2. Got it? So then how you will calculate tan? That is nothing but by this value divided by this value. So tan 30 degree will be 1 by root 3. Tan 45 degree will be 1 because this is also 1 by root 2, this is also 1 by root 2. It cancels, gives 1. And tan 60 degree will be root 3. And sine will be maximum, the sine angle will be maximum in 90 degree. Okay, it will be 1 because all the other values will be less than 1. Cos 90 degree will be 0. So sine 0 is equal to cos 0 and cos 90 degree will be equal to cos 0. And tan 90 degree, 1 divided by 0, 1 divided by 0 is infinity. We cannot find a value. And regarding 180 diagram, I'm just going to dive much deep. So if you want to make a copy of this, you can. For 180 degree, sine n pi will be equal to 0. What is this n pi? Like sine 1 pi, pi means 180 degree. Or sine 2 pi, 2 pi means sine 360 degree, 2 into 180, 360, or sine 3 pi, whatever this n value, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, followed by pi value, we will get an answer of 0. All these values will be 0. For cos n pi, we have a special condition. For cos n pi, we have a special condition when n is equal to odd and when n is equal to even. Odd means like 1, 2, 3. Even means 0, 2, 4. So when cos n value is equal to odd, how we will be representing is minus 1 to the power of n, and this will be going to be the answer, like cos odd pi or even pi. So odd pi means we will definitely get minus 1 as answer, and even pi means we will get 1 as the answer. Cos n pi, if n is equal to odd number, minus 1 to the power 1, 3, 5, you will get minus 1. For even, you will get answer will be 1. This is about cos n pi's calculation. Okay, that's it. And tan n pi, you don't want to bother about it. So again, there is something called a quadrant. I will also give a brief intro about the quadrant. This will be useful for 10th or 12th students who are weak in trigonometry. Okay, let's see that. Now I'm going to show you a tabular form. Before that, you should also know one important thing. Sine is inversely proportional to cosecant. That is nothing but sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta, or I can say 1 by sin theta is equal to cosecant theta. Similarly, cos is inversely proportional to secant theta. Like 1 by cos can be written as secant, or 1 by secant can be written as cos. And another thing is tan theta. Tan theta is inversely proportional to cot theta. Inversely proportional to cot theta. It means that 1 by cot theta will be equal to tan theta. Or I can also say tan theta will be equal to sin theta by cos theta, as you know. So cot theta is a reciprocal of tan theta. So I can write cot theta in terms of sin cos as cos theta by sin theta. Again I am saying tan is inversely proportional to cot. Tan formula is sin by cos. Since tan is the reverse of cot, I can reverse this formula and write cot in terms of sin and cos. This thing you have to know, and more importantly, sin minus theta will be equal to minus of sin theta, and cos minus theta will be equal to cos theta. What is that? Let me give you an example. Sin minus 90 degree will be equal to minus of sin 90 degree. It means like minus 1, but cos of minus let we take it as 45 degree is equal to cos 45 degree. Both this will have the same answer, 1 by root 2, but these two will have this minus 90 degree only is equal to minus of sin 90 degree. Here you cannot say sin of minus 90 degree will be equal to sin of 90 degree. Sin of minus 90 degree will give you minus 1, sin of 90 degree will give you 1. This is not equal. So when this will be equal is minus sin 90 degree. If you're going to put it as minus sin 90 degree, both will give minus 1. So you have to know this three differences. Sin of minus theta will be equal to minus sin theta, or I can also say sin of minus theta is not equal to sin theta. It is equal only to minus sin theta, and cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So now I'm going to give you one tabular column so that anybody can have a quick reckoning on trigonometry. 4 quadrants: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Here it is starts from 90 minus theta. So whatever the values of the angle below the 90, say 45 degree, 60 degree, all lies in this quadrant. Here 180 minus theta. It means that more than 90 but below 180. I can say like more than 90 but it is lesser than 180. And third quadrant, it's 270 minus theta. It means that more than 180 but less than 270. And third quadrant is 360 minus theta. It means that more than 270 but the value is lesser than, more, it means more, theta value is more than 270 but lesser than 360. This is one hierarchy of classifying the quadrant. On other note, I can also write it as 360 plus theta, 270 plus theta. I'm beginning from here. I began from 90 minus theta. For writing positive quadrants, I'm beginning from 360, 270, 180 plus theta. Here I can write it as 90 plus theta. So first quadrant comprises of 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta. Second quadrant comprises of 180 minus theta and 270 plus theta. Third quadrant comprises of 180 plus theta and 270 minus theta, and fourth quadrant comprises of 360 minus theta and 90 plus theta. Secondly, in this first quadrant, all the sine, cos, tan, all are positive. Don't bother about secant, cosecant, cot, or even about tan, because if you know sine and cos, from sine you can calculate cosecant, from cos you can calculate the secant, from tan you can calculate the cot, and from sine and cos you can calculate the tan, since sine by cos is tan. So just bother only about sine and cos. In first quadrant, both sine and cos are positive. In second quadrant, only sine value is positive, cos value will be negative. Okay, and in third quadrant, all are negative. Sine is negative, cos is negative. You can say like a vice versa. You're all positive, you're all negative. And in fourth quadrant, it is opposite to the second quadrant. Sine will be negative and cos will be positive. So this is the hierarchy of remembering the tabular column. In the upcoming videos, if you feel that if you have any complications towards trigonometry, please do comment in the comment section so that I will give you a brief intro about that particular video. Okay.